Would you welcome Kelley McDonald? Kelley?
Kelley McDonald.
I was excited for him, but at the same time I was kind of jealous because at his age, I had to settle for the county fair. Far cry from Disney, right? Especially the rides. I mean, what we had was portable rides, put together and operated by people our parents wouldn't let us talk to. Oh yeah, your mom worried about who drove the school bus, but she'd let that maniac spin you around at 200 miles an hour in a plastic bucket with no seatbelt. Hopefully you'd eaten enough cotton candy that your hands just stuck to the bar, you know? And we had those characters on the midway with the crooked games. Remember those guys? Hey, come here, kid. All you gotta do is toss this basketball into that Coke bottle. Winters are tough. Early on, we learned how to drive in the snow. My problem was I never owned a car that didn't have that bad windshield wiper on the driver's side. You know? Always leaves that smudge directly in your line of vision. Passenger side's perfectly clear. And then one day it struck me. This is why the English are so smart. They took that steering wheel, moved it over here where they could see. I like to think I've traveled a lot, but you know, I realized I've never been to cahoots. Anyone here ever been in cahoots? Well, if you were, you probably weren't alone, because from what I understand, you have to be in cahoots with someone else. Unlike cognito, now you can be incognito alone. And that's okay, because who's going to recognize you anyway? Now, I have been insane. I have been insane, and they don't have an airport. No, you have to be driven there. Usually by your children, right? Vacuuming is a perfect example of my laziness. When I try to do my chores at home, vacuuming, sometimes I don't even turn on the machine. I just put down a couple of tracks so my wife thinks I clean. See, some laugh, others are saying, that's a great idea. Oh, we all vacuum the lazy way. It looks like this. It's a... Oh, great, there's a penny. Are we going to bend over and pick it up? Fat chance, right? Yeah, my machine won't accept Canadian coins. And we're too lazy to move the furniture, right? We just bang the machine into the couch. You know, like one of these days it's going to fit underneath, right? I think it's a silly machine. Why the light on the front of the vacuum cleaner? What, are we going to vacuum in the dark? You going to make a midnight run with a vacuum cleaner? It's not like we're going through tunnels. Maybe it's for other oncoming machines. Look out. Flashing my high beams, I'm coming through here now. Maybe your mom's machine, big old Hoover with that halogen light on the front. You could signal ships with that thing. As soon as you plugged it in, all the other lights in the house would dim. The light in the front is silly. We know it's dirty. That's why we're vacuuming. They should have the light in the back so we can see whether it's working or not. All the light in the front does is warn the dust bunnies so they can flee for their lives. How do you change the bag? We don't. Outside. Good. That's a good one. And I know single guys are thinking, what bag? I thought it just got sucked up through the cord and out into the wall. That was it. The bag's a hassle. Sometimes it feels full, it's empty. Sometimes it feels empty, it's full. They should have a dipstick on the darn thing. And then worst of all, sometimes for no reason, it leaves that little piece of dirt stuck in the carpet. You go over it and over it, it just won't pick it up. But you get within 10 feet of something it wants. Like the drapes. Or a throw rug with a nice long fringe. Great, now we have dust blowing from the bag we never changed. And we've thrown a bell, which means we're done. But we're lazy. We're gonna walk all the way over there and unplug it? What are we gonna do? Yank on the cord, sure. And if that doesn't work, whip it around, right? Knock over a lamp, maybe a vase, you don't care. You're on a mission now, right? And the kids love it. The kids are like Lizzie Borden, took an axe, gave her mother 40. Finally, you just jerk it out of the socket. The prongs come out like this. 60 miles an hour, you duck and cover. But never in time, always gets you in the back of the neck, doesn't it? Leaves a big mark, a big hickey kind of thing. And now you're going to tell your sweetheart you were vacuuming. Next time you go food shopping, go back to the meat department, ring the bell. When he comes out, say, you butcher. Here's the best. Most of us have a collection of single socks somewhere in the house, right? Usually a big wad sitting in that top dresser drawer. What are we thinking? Well, maybe someday the missing maid will find his way home. It'll never happen. Here's what you do. Take your single sock to the laundromat. Throw it in someone else's wash. They just hang out, watch them go crazy trying to find the one they think is missing. You've been a blast. Thanks 1.5 million.